Hello, welcome to Try Animes, another weekly roundup of Anime pre-orders, going from the 20th of November to the 25th of November. As usual, down below will be a series of links of the figures we're looking at today, and I'll just quickly skim over the week to see if there's any figures that sort of came into stock that you might want to purchase, because sometimes you might have missed the pre-order, or you might have missed one of my previous videos. If you please comment, like and subscribe, well, you don't have to subscribe, but please comment and like at least, just to help me do improvement. If there's any aspects of the video you think I can improve upon, I'm still obviously working on the channel at the moment. Nothing really of interest that I can see that's come out and released. There's only really been a few days where there's been a couple of figures that are released. It's like the 25th, there was not really anything worth covering. And so I think the same on the 20th. Okay, we'll start with Majime-chan illustration by Retake on 7th by OMH. So there's a bunny figure, black, no tights. Pretty simple and cute anime figure. 14,000 yen. No shading. Hair looks, well, apart from the hair, some shading on the hair, but the suit's pretty plain. She was a very plain bunny figure, so she's very cute, but probably not 14,000 yen price really. That's coming out in May 2024, and I've never heard of OMH, so it might be just worth waiting to see if they get any other more interesting figures out in the production later on. Artifacts J Jode Vane Sword Snuggling Low on 7th by Kotobukiya. I'm not familiar with this series. Code Vein. Oh, it's a anime game, yes. It was on the Xbox Game Pass, so I have played it a little bit, but I didn't get that far into it. Very nice looking figure overall. I actually quite like the overall design. It's not that you generally figures seem to be elevated when they've got some sort of prop, so a weapon or a stool or something like that. Cerberus printed onto the base in a blood pool. Pretty interesting as well, actually, so you can have her with the base or without the base. Nope, very good looking figure, and I think Artifacts J Line's pretty good value as well overall. 1/7 for 18,700 yen. If you enjoyed the game, then there's this figure to get for you. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game Monster Sky Striker Ace Ray, 16,630 yen by Kotobukiya. This one's obviously if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan and you're big into your Sky Striker archetype cards, and you always play Sky Striker, then this will be a figure that pretty much everyone who is a Sky Striker fan will be getting, since they probably main Sky Striker because they want the waifu. So now they've got some merch you can purchase to go with your Sky Striker deck on your desk that probably has a Sky Striker wallpaper. Next is Kiseki Series Estelle Bright 1/8 by Kotobukiya for 17,550 yen. Not Estelle Bright character name, Legend of the Heroes, Trails of the Sky. Not familiar with the series. Figure looks pretty good overall. I like the colours. Orange and white is a good contrasting colour with green as well. It's very like autumn aesthetic, I guess you could say, with greens, browns, and oranges and blues going on. Not bad looking figure, quite good overall. Sort of unique base, having like a sky design, and having this clock. I guess the sky makes sense with it being to do with the game's got sky in the name from the series that it's from. So yeah, no, not bad looking figure, quite good overall. If you've heard of or have played this game, then there's a character for you. My Hero Academia Izuki Midoriya Deku version 1/7 by Proof. Never heard of the manufacturer. 27,680 yen. This one's a bit much, but considering it comes with effect parts, out of all the other figures that I have looked at that are of Midoriya, these guys seem to have done it a lot better. I think with having the smash, it's, it gives off the very comic vibe that you see in comic books, which is what the whole My Hero Academia is going for. The effect parts look really well done. There's a nice diversity of different types of effect parts. One that just being sort of some blue lightning or something like that on there, and adding some bits with like the steel rebar being steel I-beams being bent, and the sign saying stop sign. So yeah, good looking figure overall. I think probably is worth the figure. Paint scheme looks really well done, and the fact you get 2 heads as well with this. So you get an alternative head plate with the, more extra lightning effects. Very good looking figure. Just have to see if proof can actually, if the quality's there. They'll have to prove themselves really. July 2024. Oh my goddess, Beldani bare leg version quarter scale by freeing for 29,380 yen. If you've missed out on the standard one, that was from a few years ago, or quite a few years ago, if I think. Then you've got the bare leg version released. Although we have seen a couple of with 1 or 2 released of figures that have tights on, so we'll have to, re-releases, so we might see a re-release of this if you missed this one. The anime series is quite old, but it is good. I enjoyed watching this anime series, so definitely if you like the Oh My Goddess series, then definitely worth getting this figure. Bare leg is obviously cheaper than the other ones. I don't know what her aftermarket is like, prices, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, definitely worth picking up. I think there's a lot of people like the original figure at least, and they might have missed out. League of Legends KDA Akali 1/7 scale by Apex, 18,350 yen. This one might be worth possibly waiting on, because I don't think this will sell out. Even though League of Legends is a bigger IP, the other League of Legends KDA figure that was released 6 months ago, I think it's still available on AnimePre. I'll put a screenshot here of it if I can find it. But I'm pretty sure it is still available for order, and I think it's a slight discount. These don't seem to go on discount though that much, probably because of the IP cost. But yeah, that's November 2024, so a year away anyways till we get this. But it's she's one of my favourite characters actually out of KDA, so this is definitely one I'd probably worth picking up. Girls Frontline Neural Cloud Florence 1/7 by Fat Company for 29,800 yen. I actually quite like this one, with it being sort of maid. Was it maid-esque? Well, she's got like a bot which obviously has like a tabletop that she's sitting on. Very sci-fi-esque, very futuristic. Do love the expression actually on the face on this one. So I do like this. Girls Frontline haven't played the game, so I don't know how many people actually have her as a character that they enjoy. But I do like the whole drooping of the clothes, like the jacket over her. She seems to be some sort of scientist, I guess you could say, or researcher. And she's a bit of one of those crazy researchers, I suppose you could say. So definitely seems to work in that aesthetic. But 30,000 yen, not too bad. The figure looks pretty good overall, actually. The Girl in the Box 1/7 scale for 12,200 yen by Snail Shell. This is a very unique concept of a figure, to be honest, to get released. You don't see much of her, obviously, because she's in a box. So in terms of painting, it looks pretty good overall. I think she can come out of the box, so you can actually have a good look around to see what the detail is like on her. But she looks pretty good overall. I think for the price, that's not too bad. And for it being, her, I don't know if she comes with a box, but she comes in a box. But yeah, she comes in a see-through box. So it's, yeah, very unique concept really to have figures in a box. I don't know if we'll see others of this, of figures in a box. Depends on how it takes off. But if you want something that's a bit more different in your collection that not everyone's going to have, then that's worth picking up. 12,200 yen is not, horrendously expensive either. Sister Olivia illustration by YD, by manufacturer by Vibrastar, 23,470 yen. So it's another nun, which I mentioned a few weeks ago, that we're going to be seeing a lot of these nun or priestess style figures. I think that's going to be the next wave of hype that we'll be seeing, of just these sexy nuns coming out. Cast off down in the nether region, and on the top, so cool. Definitely probably worth picking up if you do really like that. I love the pose. The expression on this is really well done, and the overall outfit looks great. I do love this. The veil looks pretty good. It's not the best veils that I've seen before, but I think the overall what you're getting for the figure It's definitely pretty good, and less than 24,000 yen. Definitely possibly worth picking up. August 2024. Saint Elena illustration by Mapaninata, manufacturer of Doki Boki. So this is another one of those nun ones, as I said, or Saint S, 23,980 yen. Very good, very sexy looking figure, definitely worth getting. I do love this design where they have the bits of fabric that's just over the top of the bosom area. It's very appealing to me, and obviously it's cast off as well. Very nice design. I like this design a lot. I think a lot of people will love this design. We'll have to see what the quality is like though at final release, probably, so maybe hold off on this. But 23,940 yen for 1/6 as well, so slightly bigger than 1/7, so actually not too bad figure overall. Possibly worth picking up if you really are starting to do like a nun or saintess series on shelf in your collection. Kana Shinomiya, designed by Kanazurin by Amakuni, 22,000 yen. She's a 1/7. Very lolly-esque figure. Obviously very scantily clad, so in nightwear. Looks fine. It's not something that's up my alley, but I can see why there would be people out there that would definitely like to have this in their collection. So definitely possibly worth picking up if you're big into or this sort of aesthetic, or have a series of nightwear dress figures. But yeah, nothing wrong with this figure. It's just not something I would probably deem worth collecting. 20,000 yen. Might come out a bit cheaper when it's actually released. Megami no Cafe Terrace, Ryo Tsukihime, by Union Creative, 18,000 yen. This one gives me a lot of pop-up parade vibes because it's very simplistic base, but I think that's just a lot of them have this clear base. The hair looks really well done. I love the like red to oranges and yellows shading that they've got going on here. Very good. I actually like that. It's definitely eye-catching. So I think that's the way they should do sort of red or brunette, ginger hairs, redheads. It's very well done. The overall pose looks pretty good. And then there's also Megami no Terrace Akane Hoji by Unicorn for 18,000 yen. Shoes a bit more simpler. The painting obviously on the shirts is pretty to show the creases. They've painted them on there, not molded on, doesn't look like. So that's pretty good attention to detail. She's pretty simple though compared to the other one. I actually prefer Ryo over Akane out of the two, but I've not seen the series, so I can't say if I would actually even collect these. Bochi the Rock Hitori Goto, 1/7 scale by Furyu, 16,830 yen. There's another Bochi the Rock figure. Looks pretty interesting, pretty good overall. Nothing, lack of shading really in the skirt area. Hair's pretty flat. There's a little bit of shading. There's some white in the hair, but nothing amazing. I think you'll be buying it mainly for the bass because you've got obviously the instrumental pedals and the volume controls going on there, going up to the guitar. So that's it, and it's by Furyu. They'll probably load too many of these, and there'll probably be a bit of a discount actually when it's released. A different Bochi the Rock now. Hitori Goto, 1/7 scale by Aniplex. This one's obviously 20,000 yen, so much higher quality. Paint jobs much better looking overall. Definitely more shades, highlights going on. The actual base is got a lot more going on, a lot more presence in my mind, and actually shows off what she does as being a musician compared to the other one. Obviously the other one has a guitar and some foot pedals, but this one is way like in a completely different league. It is price difference of 8,000 yen nearly. That's 4,000, 3,000, 7,000 yen different, but just over 5,000 yen difference. But I'd say worth the extra 5,000 yen for this if you're big into Bochi the Rock. This is probably one of the better Bochi the Rock figures that has actually been released, and it's by Aniplex, so it's going to be really good anyways. Quality is going to be good, going to be there. You're going to have no problems with in terms of having really almost any QC errors. I don't think so. That does it for this video series this week of anime figure releases. Please, as I said, there'll be links below listing the actual links to all of these that we've looked at. So please have a look at those, and I shall see you in next week's video. Cheers, bye.